Hello guys. Welcome to this your English class. Today we are going to be talking about dating. All right, so we have really good material that I want to help you out with. As you can see over here, we have the lesson B. This is the lesson B of the Unit 4, where today we're going to see some new vocabulary, and we have a very important topic, that is the phrasal verbs. The phrasal verb, this is a grammar that the Americans, they love to use it because this is the one that helps them to speak in an easier way, so they don't have to explain many different things when they are talking with another person. Okay, so this is going to help you out with this part. Okay, so right now we're gonna go straight up to the vocabulary, so you will be able to identify each one of them. So here is the language summary, where we have this. The phrasal verbs, guys, actually there are two different. It's divided into types: separable phrasal verbs and inseparable phrasal verbs, as you can see over here. Okay, so those ones are totally different in the way that you make the structure to them. So we have separable phrasal verbs. So here this one you can separate them and put inside here a noun or a pronoun. So we have ask someone out. You know, here these phrasal verbs, all of them, as you can see, they are formed by a verb, that is, for example, ask, give, turn, break, cheat, etc., plus a preposition, like a word like this: out, up, down, okay, along, over. All of these parts are together with the separables and with the inseparable phrasal verbs. So what they mean, when you join the two different words, they have a different meaning that is not the same as what the verb exactly want to tell you. For example, look at the first one: ask someone out. So in this part here, it doesn't mean ask. So what you're going to say is invite. The meaning of this is invite someone. Okay, so in this part is actually when you say, hey George, why don't you ask out, or why you don't ask, for example, why don't you ask Karina to go out with us? So in this case, it's like invite her to go out with you. So that is the meaning of ask someone out. In this case part, for example, we can say, I want to ask you out something. If we also say this, right, I want to ask you out, when you're talking in second person, you to the other person. So actually, it's like that you want to make a question to him, all right? But it depends of the context in the one that you join in, all right? Because ask out means invite. Okay, instead of this, if I say, I want to ask Karina, this is a name. So as you see here, we have a noun, right? A pronoun, that is she. So you can say, I want to ask Karina out. I want to ask Karina out, and here you can put any other thing that you want to complete the sentence, all right? So actually, this is going to form like that you want to invite Karina to a place, or I want to ask Karina out to go with me to Brazil, etc. So here we have the next one, give something up. When you give something up, actually, it's like that you want to say that you quit doing something, all right? For example, if you say, let's, okay, give the school up. Okay, as you see here, we have the verb and the preposition. They are separable because I am joining here the noun in the middle. So give, if I say give the school up, the meaning of this actually is like that you quit, that you are not going anymore to the school. The other one is turn someone down. When you turn someone down, it's like that you decline a request. If I invite you to go with me to a place, all right, so you can turn it down. Turn it down. The meaning is like this is similar to cancel or decline. Synonym of decline. Decline an invitation. All right. So it depends on what you say. They're gonna have, but in this case is the same meaning, like decline something. Turn something on. In this case, of course, it is used a lot with many different things. For example, if I say, hey, why don't you turn on the TV? So that is actually the meaning. Turn on the TV or turn the TV on. Okay. So actually we have that part. Let's see. With the other ones, that is the inseparable phrasal verbs, we have, for example, break up. So when they say inseparable, it's because this phrasal verb cannot be separated. It is impossible for us to say break this up. For example, break so we have to say obligatory break up, and we cannot breaking up, for example. This is incorrect. So you have obligatory to use the pronoun at the end. Okay. So here we have break up with someone. So when they refer to this, they refer to a person. For example, is when you finish the relationship with a person, you break up. For example, I break up with my girlfriend. That is that the relationship is not continue anymore. The other one here is cheat on. Cheat on someone is, of course, ha ha ha. When you put, like we say, the horns to another person, is that when you have a girlfriend and you then have you are having a relationship also with another person that is not your girlfriend. That is that you are cheating on that girl. So she say, "Are you cheating on me?" It means like that if you are with another person that is not her. Next one is get along with someone. So when you get along, is that you have a really good behavior with that person. Okay, so we get along, that you understand each other. That happens. Okay, if you want for you in order to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you need to get along. All right, really good. You need to get along with them. Next one is get over. Get over someone. So continue. As remember, we are talking about relationship, about dating. So that's why I put the relationship into this part. So get over. We can say get over him. For example, is when you break up with a person, when you finish a relationship, you have to forget about that. Okay. So plenty of people used to have problem. They are sad, homesick. That is no good. So you have to get over the relationship. Okay, you got to get over him. Forget about him. Continue your life. And next one is go out with someone. Of course, when you are like this is the synonym also of the one we say hanging out. Okay, hang out with me. Do you want to go out with me to the disco? Do you want to go out with me to the cinema? So that is go out. The other one is grow up. Here in grow up, of course, is since you are a kid, a baby. The babies, they have to grow up until they are adult or elder people until they die. So that is grow up. Every day we are growing up. The other one is make up with someone. When you make up with someone, guys, in this case, is like that you forgive a person. All right, if you are having a bad situation with another person, right, maybe that you are angry, each one of you, and you say, okay, well, let's forget about everything that was happening. I forgive you. All right, so we are friends again. Okay, so that is I make up with Peter because we were having some problems and he was my enemy. But no, I don't want haters. I need to have friends. And run into someone is when two people, they are walking in the street, for example, and they run into, like they say, right? So they see each other at the same time, and they say, "Oh." Probably when you go to, let's say that you go to the United States, and you are in New York, and when you are walking in the street, right, you see a person, right, that is your friend or that used to be your friend, and you say, "Oh my gosh. Hey, Peter, I didn't know that you were here in the United States." So that is the action that you were doing. You run into him. And that was actually, guys, the vocabulary of the lesson B. If you still have problem with some of them that you probably don't understand, remember that we have a glossary over here that you can just take a look to the glossary and investigate it. So is this part over here? Look at this. So you go to Unit 4 and here you got it. Okay, with the definition, all of them. All right. So right now, guys, I will be explaining you this part that we have over here. Look at this. I need, please, guys, that you complete this exercise. As you see, this is a brief example of the phrasal verbs that we were talking before. Okay, look at here. Here they are ask her out and turn down. Like, for example, he says, "Do you want to see a movie?" She said, "No, thanks." So Alex, that is this, Alex liked Erin. One day he asked her out on a date. Erin was shy. At first she turned Alex down. So she turned down the invitation he was doing it. "Do you want to go to the park together?" She says, "Okay." So it happens the same. She agreed to go out with him later. Then they enjoy spending time together and they got along well. So what they mean with that in past, got along, is because they were having really good moments. Then after that, unfortunately, Alex cheated on Erin. She saw him with another girl, so he's cheating on, right? Erin was very upset. She decided to break up with Alex. They stopped dating, so they are not dating anymore. Then after that, Alex couldn't stop thinking about Erin, right? He couldn't get over her. So when you can forget one person is you need to get over it. Then after that, Erin and Alex grew up and got jobs. Erin worked as a banker and Alex was a news reporter, as you see over here. They lived in the same city but never run into. So this is run. Remember, this is in past. Run into each other. Look at the example that they are doing. But they run into. One day, Erin turned on the TV and saw Alex. She decided to call him. Look at that. That's a really good story, actually. So with this, you will be, guys, completing with these blue words to complete this exercise. This is something that is going to help you out to understand even better what I was explaining. All right, so don't forget also to do the listenings as always. And right now we have the most difficult part is about the phrasal verbs, so you can understand even better what exactly is this. Okay, so we have separable phrasal verbs, inseparable, and also creating questions, asking questions with these phrasal verbs. All right, so over here we have this part. As you can see, I'm going to start explaining this part. So English has, like they say, two words, as I was explaining you before, a verb plus a preposition like along, at, back, down, in, on, etc. Please turn on the TV. So it means to. Erin ran into Alex yesterday. This part here, as you see, they can be separable. Turn the TV on. In the next part here, some phrasal verbs also are separable. All right, this means that the object or a noun or a pronoun can be separated by into the phrasal verb. So I say, please turn on the TV, or please turn the TV on, or turn it on. You can use the pronoun. But something that is incorrect to do is to use at the end the pronoun. For example, please turn on in. So don't do that, please. So this is a note. With the separable phrasal verbs, as you can see, the pronoun cannot be followed by the pronoun it at the end or any of them. Many phrasal verbs also are inseparable, as you see. This means that the object, all right, or noun or pronoun, can only be followed by a phrasal verb. For example, if I say Erin ran into Alex or him yesterday, okay, so actually you can say this. Erin ran into Alex yesterday. There it is. Or you can substitute the name by the pronoun. The pronoun. So, ran into him yesterday. Next part here. Some other phrasal verbs, guys, don't take an object like you can see over here. They just say she grew up in Mexico City. They don't say because they are using already the first one that is the pronoun. So she grew up over there. She grew up in La Vega or Las Vegas could be. So also when we want to form a question with a phrasal verb, so this case is the same way that you do with other different verbs. Here we can use the simple present, or you can use that, like they say, auxiliary. You can do it in the past, or you can use a WH question, or you can put it in the present perfect, any other tense. You only have to change the verb if it's going to be in the present perfect, like you see over here. We are using the auxiliary have you ever, and then the verb, we use it in the past participle. So have you ever gone out with him? So you say yes I have, or no I haven't. All right, so these are some questions like, do you get along with Max? Did Sam ask her out? Is mean like that. If Sam make the invitation to her. When did they break up? So here you answer, well, I think that they broke up last week. All right, so here below there is a list, guys, of phrasal verbs that are the separable phrasal verb and the inseparable phrasal verbs. You only have to read them and to learn. So the point when I say that this is a little bit more difficult is because you have to learn similar as when you are learning the verbs, the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. So you have to learn actually what are the meaning when you join a preposition like out, in, down, etc. Right? So that is the only thing actually that we have to learn in order to speak using a phrasal verb. This is a practice this is something you have to practice every day. If you want to get a better English, a better fluency, when you listen one person that is speaking with using many phrasal verbs, that exactly tells you that the person actually knows a lot, or that has a really high English level. Okay, for example, me, I don't used to speak to you with a lot of phrasal verbs because you are not familiar with this. Okay, so I have to speak in the long way. As I'm your teacher, I have to speak clear so you can understand all the things that I am saying. All right, but actually an example of this would be if I say of a phrasal verb, so you can see that it's easier. It's better than instead of saying, hey, that was an amazing job, you did it good. Continue, okay, continue doing it like that, or okay. So instead of me to say that, I will put a little bit shorter and I would just say, keep it up. All right, so that was a good job, keep it up. Keep it up, or keep up means continue. All right, continue, keep it up. It's the same as if I say continue like that. Okay, so actually that was everything regarding the grammar of the phrasal verb. There are plenty of phrasal verbs, guys, that you can learn. I have over here in my Google Drive is something that I will share with you, and I will be leaving also this link in the description of this video. Okay, so you will be able to watch. Is I think, yeah, there are 500 of phrasal verbs that you can learn. They are ordered in, all right, the alphabet from A to Z, that you can learn all of these one. You can select every single day. What, guys, you can see learn 1, 2 or 3 verbs per day. Okay, and you will start creating questions in your mind and also sentences. That is a practice that will help you out so you can continue learning all of those things. All right, so I will be leaving you that link down below the description. So you just have to download it. I think it is in an Excel document. Alright, so actually if you want, you can stop this video and please make a screenshot or a capture, take a capture to this exercise and do it over there in your house, okay? So you have to unscramble these questions. As you see, make sure that they are questions, okay? No sentences. And let's see how you can do it. If there is any questions, guys, that you have, please remember that you can just text me or you can leave a comment in the video and I immediately will check it out and I will contact you so I can give you a better explanation or probably give you some of showing you a different video of this explanation. So that was everything, guys, for today. I hope that you could understand this grammar of today. See you in the next time, and like I always say, keep it up.